Good afternoon, 皆さんこんにちは. Thank you so much for joining us today as we have a special program talking about Zoo Atlanta and their reopening process. And we'll also have a mini lesson, a Japanese lesson on how to say animals in Japanese, and then a fun trivia contest. And the winners will be getting prizes from us. But my name is Yoshi Domoto. I am the Executive Director of the Japan American Society of Georgia. And I'm thrilled to have my partners with us today. From Zoo Atlanta, we have Miss Allie Knuckles. Hello, Allie.
And hey, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, Allie. And then from our office, we have Miss Mariko Shimoda. She is our outreach coordinator, and she'll be teaching us some Japanese. So let's get started. And Mariko-san, if you would like to get started, introduce yourself and talk about how to say animals in Japanese, that would be great.
Hey, thank you, Yoshi-san. Hello, everyone. Konnichiwa. My name is Mariko, as outreach coordinator with Japan American Society. Thank you for joining us today. Before the main presentation, now I'm going to share Japanese words a little bit, especially Japanese words for names of animals. So, are you ready to learn? So let's start. First one, what is this in English? I can.
A goat.
Goat, yes, in English, goat. In Japanese, do you know?
Yes.
Can you say?
Yagi.
Yes, it's yagi. Yes. So next one, how about in English? Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. So in English, it's hard to pronounce them for me, but in Japanese, it's easy. It's called sai. Can you repeat it? Sai. So third one, personally, this is my favorite animal in the world. In English, what is it? Elephant, yes. So we call them zoo. Can you say it? Zoo. So next one, in Japanese first, we call this animal shimauma. Shima means stripes. Uma means horse. Can you guess? Can you imagine? Again. Zebra, yes, Shari-san. Zebra, it's zebra. Shimauma, can you repeat it? Shimauma. Yes. And the final one, in Japanese, we call this animal namakemono. Namakemono. This means lazy people or lazy person. Can you imagine what this is?
It's a sloth.
Yes, it's sloth. Yes. So you just learned 5 animals in Japanese. Do you still remember them? So which one was zoo? Can you point it out? 1, 2, 3. Which one? Zoo?
2.
2? Zoo was 3. My favorite one, zoo. In Zoo Atlanta, they have more animals as you. Animals. Thank you, Yoshi-san.
Great, thank you very much, Mariko-san. So now that we have learned how to speak some Japanese and learn some animals in Japanese, we'd like to ask Miss Allie Knuckles to talk about Zoo Atlanta. Introduce yourself, Allie, and then let's do a trivia game to see how people know their animal knowledge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me today. My name is Allie. I am our group sales representative. I've been at the zoo for just about 3 years now, and I love it. So today we're going to learn a little bit about the zoo through some trivia, and then we'll talk about our reopening and then we have some time for questions as well. So let me get this started.
And for all the winners of the trivia, we'll be sending out prizes. So definitely do your best to answer all the questions. And let's see if these questions are maybe a little bit challenging or maybe easy for you.
All right. So is everybody ready? I think the easiest way to do this is if Yoshi will keep track of the scores. So in the chat section, if you can put your 2 to Yoshi and then send your answers to him. All right, is everybody ready? Okay. We'll start with our first question. It is about Zoo Atlanta in general.
Lazy person.
Zoo Atlanta is one of the oldest zoos on the same physical location. What year was Zoo Atlanta founded? So we'll give you about 30 seconds. What year was Zoo Atlanta founded?
Oh, we got some answers coming in, Allie.
All right, let's see, 1950, 1980. Does anybody else have any guesses? Let's see, anybody else?
Let's do 5 more seconds, everyone. I think we're a little off. I think it's a little older than that. So think a little older.
Quite a bit older than that.
5,
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. And Allie, the answer?
So the answer is 1889. So we have been around for almost 125 years. Zoo Atlanta actually started as a traveling circus that went bankrupt in Atlanta, right here in Grant Park, and it's been here ever since. All right, we'll move on to the next question. This one is about our most famous residents, our giant pandas. So this one is going to be a multiple choice question. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List of Threatened Species, giant pandas are considered A, critically endangered, B, endangered, C, threatened, or D, near threatened.
Put your answers in your chat box. We got a couple answers coming in.
All right. Give everybody about 10 more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is threatened. So before 2016, giant pandas were considered endangered. However, due to a huge effort of our species survival plan, they were able to move down and become threatened instead of endangered. All right, and we'll move on to our next question. There we go. So our next question is about binturongs. This is our binturong blue. And the question is, with a cat-like face and a bear-like body, Baloo the binturong is sometimes referred to as a bear cat. However, binturongs are not related to bears or cats. Binturongs mark their territory through scent. Their unique scent is compared to what?
Your answers in the chat box. This was a challenging one.
This is a hard one.
So Ali, maybe as a hint, are we thinking food or are we thinking flowers?
It is a food type.
Oh. It's very interesting that it's a bear cat in Japanese. Thanks to Mariko-san, I just learned that binturongs are also called bear cat too. Kuma neko. So kuma is bear, neko is cat. So
Oh,
in fact.
that is interesting. All right, we'll give everybody about 10 more seconds. All right, your final answers. Anybody else? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer is buttered popcorn, or also corn chips.
Wow, I know it's lunchtime, but I'm hungry. But butter, popcorn, and corn chips.
Buttered popcorn is the most popular one. So if you come visit and you smell buttered popcorn around the binturong, it might be hard to tell if it's our popcorn or the binturong. All right. We'll move on to, I believe this is our final question. It is about the tanuki. So this is, we have two tanuki here. Their names are Thor and Loki. And the question is, how many zoos in the United States house tanuki?
So make sure to put your answers in your chat box. And for everyone, of course, you know tanukis are, their home is in Japan, right? So there's a Japan-Atlanta connection right here.
All right, we'll give it about 10 more seconds. Looks like everybody's answers are coming in pretty quickly. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you all were correct. Only Zoo Atlanta. There is just one zoo in the United States that calls tanuki home, and it's right here at Zoo Atlanta.
So is Thor and Loki, are they brothers, I guess, with those names?
They are brothers, yes.
We all have to definitely, next time we visit Zoo Atlanta, come say hello to the tanukis.
Yes.
Celebrate our Japanese animal here at the zoo, right? So
Exactly. All right, and we'll calculate our winners.
So we'll calculate our winners. Looks like we had several winners. So I'll be in touch with all of our winners separately. Ali, I think that'll be easier and faster. And
Perfect.
sending out some Japanese goodies to all of our winners. So if you answer the question correctly, we'll be sending you some Japanese candy to you. So hopefully you can enjoy that, and definitely come out to the zoo and enjoy all the great things that we have here in Zoo Atlanta. But Ali, I know you have a lot of things to talk about. I know with the pandemic, you had to kind of close down the zoo for a little while, but we're so happy that it is now reopened. But if you can tell us a little bit about what's happening, that'd be great.
Yeah, the zoo was closed for just about 2 months. We did finally reopen on May 18th. So we've been open a little over a month now. We are doing a phased reopening. So as things change, as we find ways to safely open different parts of the zoo, we are doing that. We are on a timed ticketing system to limit the number of people that are entering the zoo each half an hour. So we are currently in our 2B phase. So we recently opened our Scaly Slimy Spectacular, our Living Tree House where a lot of our birds are located. So a couple of our inside areas have started to open. And then the zoo is set up in a one-way flow. So once you enter the zoo, you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like, but it is set up in a one-way flow so that you can, one, make sure not to miss anything. The zoo is kind of tricky sometimes, so with this one-way flow, you'll be sure not to miss anything. And then it keeps guests 6 feet apart and also reduces the amount of people crossing back and forth from each other. We are not currently requiring masks, except in our indoor areas, but they are strongly recommended. Currently, our playgrounds and rides are closed. However, next month is when we're hoping to open those. Zooatlanta.org is the best place for you to find the most up-to-date information on that. But you all do get discounted tickets to the zoo. So if you'd like to come to the zoo, you'll go to zooatlanta.org/corporate tickets, and your code is right here on the screen, and I'm sure we can email it out to you all. It is CJASG. That's the code you'll enter. It'll prompt you to pick a date and a time. And then once you have that time, say your time today is at noon, you can enter any time between 12 and 12:30 and then enjoy your day at the zoo. Our prices are listed here as well. From our online prices, adult tickets are $5 off and children are $4 off. So $19.99 for adults and $14.99 for children. And the tickets do have to be purchased in advance online through that web link. And then you can also follow us. Oh, just kidding. We did recently get Mumbles. He is the last piece to our African Savannah, which opened last August. He arrived about 3 weeks ago. He's a pretty big boy, so we're excited. So you should definitely come down and see him. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We have a little video here of some of the content that you might enjoy there. We do have, this is our goats, our kids, playing on our playground. So here we go. Maybe. So that video was taken while we were closed. Our animal carekeepers had the unique ability to kind of have free range over the zoo, and they had a lot of fun. So all of those are on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Our Facebook is Zoo Atlanta, and our Instagram is Zoo ATL. And I know that was a lot of information at once, so if you guys have any questions, let's hear them.
Great. Thank you so much, Ali. We are really appreciated. The Japan America Society, we've really enjoyed our partnership with Zoo Atlanta and appreciate you all offering the discounted tickets through our membership and our network. And for everyone listening in, we definitely encourage you all to take advantage of the discounts. So go out to the zoo and right now the zoo has made it so that it's safe for everyone to attend with the time ticketing and the social distancing procedures put in place. So we will all have to visit you all very soon. But Ali, I guess while we wait to see if anyone has any questions, I've got a couple questions for myself. I know that Zoo Atlanta has various events that they sponsor, but also, have kind of organizations that host events and things like that happening at the zoo too. So other than people kind of visiting on a normal basis, what kind of events are happening at the zoo right now?
Yeah, right now a lot of our events have been paused or are rescheduled to this fall. On a normal day, we would have keeper talks and animal shows, and we are hoping to bring those back in the next month or so. So those may be some awesome things. You guys usually participate in our Wild World Weekend. That's typically in July. We have a bunch of different cultural organizations out that do performances. Hopefully we'll get an update on what that will look like this year. We do also have a couple adult-only events throughout the year. In September, we have Sippin' Safari, which is wine tasting and snacks throughout the zoo. It's an evening event, so it's a really great way to see the zoo in a different light. Typically in May, we have Brew at the Zoo, which is beer tasting, and I believe that's been rescheduled to either October or November of this year. If you are coming to the zoo often, I do recommend getting a membership. Twice a year, we typically have our members only nights. Those are a lot of fun. And then we did just open Savannah Hall, which is our event space. It overlooks our new African Savannah. So if you wanted to host an event yourself, we have a great new space for that.
Wonderful. So there's a whole lot happening at the zoo, and I just saw on your website and an email that there's also yoga happening at the zoo, right? So you can get some exercising next to animals. Well, does anyone have any questions? If you do, please raise your hand and I will unmute you and you can ask a question directly to Miss Ali. And I'm sure she has a whole lot more information she can share, but let's see, anyone? We may have a little shy group, I guess. But yeah, so as Ali mentioned, the Japan American Society, we always partner together and participate in the Wild World Weekend. It's basically international weekend at Zoo Atlanta, and different countries have different tables and arts and crafts activities having, and we always do some origami and some other things to promote Japan. So hopefully we can do that maybe a little later this year, even if it's a little later than usual when it's the end of July, early August. So. All right. Any other? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, in the chat, I've put the link where you can purchase your discounted tickets and the discount code as well. So definitely a great deal. Come down and see us.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And then If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact our office or contact Ali directly at the zoo. She was kind enough to share her information with us. But we'll be sending a recording of this so you can share that with your friends and your family and colleagues as well. But yeah, definitely make it out to Zoo Atlanta soon. Enjoy all that's happening. We've all been waiting to get out of the house and kind of get out and do things in the community. So I think having the zoo outdoors is a great way to do that. So I know it's pretty busy on the weekends. So you will have to kind of plan out your visit a little bit in advance. I know during the week I might not be as busy, but yes, definitely go out and we'll see you hopefully at this very Zoom soon. Great. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Ali. And then we'll see you at Zoo Atlanta the next time we get out to an event.
All right. We look forward to it. Have a great day, y'all.
Thank you.